What is it?
Godfather Part 2.
What was the verse?
The verse.
The
I'm
line.
not reenacting the whole fucking 50-second thing I just did.
You're not?
No.
All right, then I'll just start the intro.
This is the Super Ugly Show. 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 It's the Super Ugly Show.
It is fucking going down, everyone. You are not gonna want to miss this.
Yeah.
Super Ugly Show. Super Ugly Show.
We've been on the brand since it started.
Super Ugly Show.
Tuesdays with the Super Ugly Show.
I encourage my children and my grandchildren
old enough to
listen
watch
to
it?
this. When they're old enough to, whenever.
I'm the glue for this puzzle here.
Super Ugly Show. Super Ugly Show. Super Ugly Show.
Fuck Jimmy Johnson. I'll live in infamy forever now. My kids will have record of this. My grandkids will have record of this. This will always be there.
Well, I thought Rocky was the asshole of the show.
I'm
it
the
turns out
asshole.
I'm the fucking asshole. I didn't even want to be the asshole.
I'm a nice guy. The original Tuesday show. Oh, it's gonna get ugly.
You're not safe.
Damn it!
There you go.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Wait, what?
Just sing this.
I blame you guys.
No, don't blame them.
I'm blaming them.
Someone's calling in, Rich.
Oh,
Just
shit.
sing this.
The Griffin is back.
No one knows what that means, nor cares. Your Griffin thinks stupid. If any animal, which that's a mythical creature, you're more like a hippo sloth.
Walrus.
Yeah, like a hippo sloth, walrus, fat, lazy, piece of shit seal. That
The
you
Griffin is back.
That, no.
Yo.
Griffin.
Can I tell you guys?
Real quick.
No, hold on.
Super Ugly Show, episode 106.
Yes.
And everyone do us a favor. Go over to Russo's family doc. Let me look
Russo's
it up.
Brand Family
Hinkle.
YouTube.
Hinkle, write it in there.
Yeah, after the show.
Yeah, after, obviously. But go over to them.
Russo's Brand Family on YouTube.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, they're getting new talent over there.
They got a bunch of new... Yeah, there it is. You're absolutely right. Russo's Brand Family. They got Big Josh doing the in the pits.
Why is the volume on this?
I don't know.
Young, not right now. I told you, not on Tuesdays.
Not now, not that ever. They got these two chicks. I forget the name of the show. Super's in it. I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Super what?
Super something. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Not happy about it. Not happy about it. But you know what? The two chicks.
It's all in the...
They look rockerish, so let's give them a chance. Welcome them to the family.
Yes.
And everyone.
Tim Sharua's in there too.
And I believe Hambone. As well.
Chantel?
I
don't know.
I hear she actually plays a major role behind the scenes there.
Really?
I'm not even kidding.
You better become friends with her again.
No,
we spoke earlier.
We got
I
New
asked,
Zealand fans in this chat.
I asked her if she
New Zealand.
Oh, hold on. Listen,
wait,
I have a beef for you. No.
I
Stop.
asked her if she wanted to come on and promote it, and Chantel very, very unselfishly said, "I don't want to make it about me. It's about everyone else. If you ever want to come on a show, or you want to, you guys are more, or want to do a show on there, we're more than welcome. If we want to do like a little side thing,
That'd be nice.
Yeah. So shout out to Miss Chantel as well.
You know, it'd be nice if we could do like a little nice 5-10 minute bit that we could squeeze in during the week because we're working. We don't have time to podcast every day, like during the day and all that other stuff.
On a family channel?
You sure got a lot of time to Periscope, Rich.
You have a lot of time. Dude.
No, well, I'm going back.
How is Mexico? That's no time.
I'll talk about Mexico in a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead.
But I wrote a tweet out, and Rocky was really nasty with me. And he said something that was really really bad. He said that he wished my plane crashed.
Who said that?
You did.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
I was kidding.
I'm gonna put Mr. Tuesday Night, Mr. RVD, and if the plane went down, I want you to tell me a eulogy at my funeral because it would be today.
All right. So
I'm putting you on the spot. This is
absolutely.
This is all freestyle.
So
we don't.
I'd walk up and I'd be like,
dearly beloved.
you know, Richie was a really good guy. He gave us 2 beautiful little girls. He was married, because I'm assuming Emily's dead as well, to the lovely and now deceased Emily. And no one stopped by my house because he didn't leave anything there. And that's it. Shout out to Tommy Sr., Tommy Jr., Ryan. Love you guys. You lost, I guess, a brother, but you guys got me. So if you ever need me, call me. I got you.
And a new computer in the studio.
Well, no, I'm not going to bring that stuff up. People might ask me questions. They're going to come here, try to get it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need that kind of fucking hassle. Now I got to argue with grieving family members over your equipment that I'm trying to steal.
Okay, I got another thing, too. So I'm in Cabo, all right?
And you're sucking dick.
No.
Really?
And I know.
I'm shocked.
I know you're not at liberty to say a word. I'm taking these off. I know you're not at liberty to say a word. And I'm going to ask you anyway. Well, actually, I'm going to tell them. I'm on the phone. I call Rocky. He goes, Richie, I will call you back. I am in a serious conversation with Frank Stallone. Mr. Take It Back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Rocky, you know what? No problem, buddy. Call me back when you're done.
Yeah. Me and Frank Stallone actually are budding quite the relationship.
Really?
And he won't say anything on air, but
we'll just leave it at that.
we'll just leave it at that.
The dream may come true, John.
This is not no bullshit. This is not a fucking work. This is some real shit. And this really fucking happened, John.
Really?
Let me
Yes.
show you, dude.
I go like this. Yo, I go like this. And you know what's funny? He actually look at this. So
I believe you anyway. I don't
so
think
hold on. So you know what I tell Rocky? I'm like, Rocky. I'm like, you are one step closest to the Holy Grail.
Did you guys touch
Hold
each
on.
other's dicks through the phone?
I said, you remind me of Nicolas Cage in National Treasure right now, and he just started laughing.
I don't know what that means.
You were fucking laughing your balls off because you know what it meant, all right? And that's fucking huge, because if you was to picture anybody appearing on this show, I don't even have to say it.
No,
But-
if that happened, I said it to you.
It would-
if that happened, John, consider the
Frank
show.
Stallone?
No, Frank.
Sly?
Of course.
Stop. Just leave it alone,
But
bro.
If it did, and me and my good buddy Frank,
Frankie.
you know, build a close enough relationship where one day I can maybe request a favor, that would be the last Super Ugly show. Because we can't top that.
No,
Like, there's no. Where do you go from there?
nowhere. You go down. You plummet.
Even like a
Fast.
Wait, hold on. Actually, we're at 600 fucking subs. And that's
And then watch some asshole on sub now. Way to go.
Even if he makes
idiots.
a 5-second phone call.
That's it. That's all I need.
seriously.
Say, oh, Adrian.
Dude, that's all.
We retire.
No, honestly, I would ask him this one question. Because living 35 years as a Rocky, I would go, it drives me insane that every day almost in my entire life I have to hear, yo, Adrian, what is that like for you? Like, don't you want to just punch the person in the fucking... Dude, I still will meet people...
Yeah.
And yo, Adrian.
Yeah.
And I just look at them with this face of, I'm 35. My name's Rocky. Do you really think no one's ever said that to me? You're an asshole. Get away from me.
Go fuck yourself.
Just Like, what goes through a person's head that goes, this is a full-grown man. His name's Rocky. Let me say this. Because I'm sure he's never heard it.
It's like the Michael Bolton thing from Office Space.
Yeah.
How funny is that, though?
Exactly.
It's so funny,
It's
though.
the same
It's
thing.
so funny, though.
But
you know, like, when he's pretending that he loves the hits. He's
the
like,
difference
which
is-
ones do you like? He's
Yeah.
like, they're all good.
Yeah. The difference with that is, though, that guy looks like a little bitch boy, and I always have a face of, like, stay the fuck away from me to begin with.
Yeah.
So I don't get it as often as I'm sure that guy did. But
first and last name.
I've gotten it enough.
But at least it's not Michael Bolton.
Yeah, no.
Look at Sly.
Mine's the greatest American icon of all time. So.
And you can honestly say that he is America's top treasure when it comes to movies.
And you know what? Like, if you did it to me with a different line from the movie,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
respect it so much more.
yeah.
But the fact that 10 out of 10 times it's Yo Adrian.
Like how many eggs you drink this morning.
I know two Rocky.
You know, like
Yeah,
that would
like
be
if
like.
you
I
did
actually
some
know like 2 dudes named Rocky. I've never said that to him. I never said.
Like if you said something clever,
retarded.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, get up, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like,
like
yes.
after you fall,
Yeah.
like you just trip and
Dude,
you
that would be
fall
the
in the
best. We're
cement.
playing football. You know, I get tackled. You just run over. Get up, you son of a bitch. Because Richie loves you. Look, it even fits with the Richie.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be great.
No, that would be good. But the other one is just so overplayed. It is what it is.
I just got to throw this in there. And I'll say it every fucking time. 4 was on the other day, watching it in its entirety.
Yeah,
Like, is it...
yeah.
I got to ask this question. Is it the best movie ever made? Because the amount of times anyone who's a Rocky fan has watched 4.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody
You got
has.
to look at it and go,
Yeah.
to you, is it the best movie ever made?
From the casual from the casual fan, like say my wife would say
Yeah.
number 4 is her favorite.
You know why? Because the way it's built is very captivating. Because there's a montage, there's a fight,
There's not even no need to explain
And
it
the
because
music.
anybody that's seen this movie knows what we're talking about. I actually wore an Apollo Creed T-shirt. If you guys seen our Periscope from there, I had at least 25 compliments on that fucking T-shirt.
Jose Reyes writes 4 blows. You're crazy.
Why? Call in, please.
Yeah, that's insane.
Please call in.
Yeah, justify yourself.
Yeah, because you can't just say that in the chat.
Yeah.
Jose, you can't just say that in the chat and not have a reason why you would even feel remotely.
Which one was 5 again? The street fight?
Yes.
I thought that was decent.
All right, so listen, did you hear there's a 25-year-old girl or whatever, 20-something-year-old girl in a movie theater, and there's this little toddler that won't shut up. So she tells this kid to shut up, and the kid doesn't stop. So the lady, she covers the kid's mouth, pours a bag of this is in Long Island.
Really?
Pours the popcorn over the kid's head, and then throws the freaking container at the toddler's
kid.
head.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
She got arrested.
Yeah, when it was completely justified.
No. If someone threw a fucking tub of popcorn at my head, I'd be the one getting arrested.
Okay, hold on.
Put a hand on the kid's mouth?
What movie were they in? What movie were they in?
Let me ask you one question. Would it be justified if you did it to the parent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you should be controlling your kid.
Yes.
Not the kid.
Okay, so you don't throw the kid. Wrong move.
Let me explain something to you.
But to the parent deserves it then,
Here's
maybe.
the thing. When it comes to anyone hitting a child, they are tiny.
Yeah.
Little things.
They don't even know what to do.
It was only popcorn, bro.
No, but
It wasn't-
they don't
it was-
stand a chance.
It wasn't a cold Kit Kat.
Like, what kind of tough guy are you?
Okay, like next time we go out,
No, but
somebody
even
come over and
parents.
grab your kid's mouth and cover it and then dump something
Even
on their head
parents that
and
hit
throw
their
it out.
children.
See how cool that is?
Even the parents that do it. You're giant.
Yeah.
So, but when you should start hitting your kid is when you are your size, and then go, all right, now would I hit them now?
Yeah.
Because you're real quick to hit them when they're fucking 3 foot tall, but when they're 6'4", 280.
Are you talking about your own kids?
In general, anyone that hits their kids, you're fucking disgusting. I don't care what it is. You shouldn't hit your fucking kids ever.
I think a little bit of fear when they're younger. Kids need to fear their parents
I made
to a
both
certain
my
degree.
kids fear me with me. Never putting my hands on them once.
I understand that, but there has How did you grow up getting hit?
My mother, but my father. If my
We're
father,
at different time.
I know
bro.
how-
yeah, but
I know
still, if
different
my
time.
father would have hit me, I would have been.
Okay, now when your
He
mom
never hit me.
mom hit you, to what extent did she go off on you?
What do you mean? How bad?
Yeah, how bad did she fucking hit you? Smack one.
He never like punched me or anything.
Hold on,
No,
sorry,
no,
stop for a second. Why can you not
I
put it
moved
in
it.
front of your mouth?
I moved
yes,
it.
but you move it over here. No one can hear you.
Smack you on the ass, hit you with things, spoons, belts.
Yeah, like
what-
punching, yeah.
Like I never got punched, but I've gotten my fucking ass kicked by a spoon, a belt,
Yeah.
anything she could find.
I got the spoon, I just now, like our parents came up, but it was acceptable. But now it's not. It wasn't really for us.
Not for
it
nothing,
still
dude.
happened, but it wasn't really
Yes, it was.
No,
It's
it
always
wasn't.
been.
How can you take
No, it wasn't.
a belt to like his daughter?
And
like,
now-
look at the size of it. Like that's just
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
bad.
Like, there's people that hit people my daughter's age that
Yeah.
hit the spank. It's like, how is that fair? You wouldn't do it to someone your own size. You won't step to someone like that.
Even like
What makes you think it's okay to
like
hit a
if I
fucking child?
like you hug, I went to hug you, could crush her with a hug. Like why would you hit somebody like a kid like that small?
Can you say that the millennial attitude is because of the non-hitting?
No, it's because the parents allowed them
cares?
to be coddled and to have everything they want and make sure everyone's nice to them and they get to play with the ball too.
They're
All
all
right.
babied, and a lot of them have no father figure in their life. So, and then the father figure don't do anything when they do anything wrong because you don't want to be the bad guy. That's what those fucking kids.
In the chat, you guys parents, do you believe in spanking your kids or not?
I know
let 'em
Cap
type
and
it in.
Derek.
Let them
I
type
know
it in.
those are two great fathers, and I guarantee neither one of them put a hand on their kids.
Let them type it in.
Anyway, we'll get back to that. Cap writes, well. Madalena writes, yes. Wait, hold
Yes.
on. Here's
Yeah,
the
keep
exception,
writing
though. Wait. Here's the exception. Mom hitting son
Yes.
is okay to me.
Yes.
Mom hitting son.
Yes.
As long as the son's like 8, because then he can put up a fight.
Mom hitting the kids is a good thing in my eyes.
Yeah,
But-
the mom's different. Dad should never.
No.
Never. Unless my kid's 17, he steps to me. You know what I mean? That's different. Like, if you're going to square up with me, bro, I'm going to fucking lay you out like I would somebody in the street. I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, you're my son. I'm just going to let you roll over me. It ain't going to fucking happen.
If you're like
gonna learn
18 years old and he puts his hands up, it's all.
Yeah, it's
all.
on. I used to joke. When I first had my son, I was like, I'm going to put a bell at the front door. Every time he walks in, I'm just going to ring it and be like, it's fucking go time, and just start going at him.
You know, it's funny. I know kids that grow up like that.
Yeah.
Fighting their father at like 18 years old.
the worst,
That's a
dude.
bad thing.
Yeah.
That's a horrible thing.
I remember one time I got in trouble and I had to go. I got like arrested. So I didn't tell anybody. So
What'd you get arrested for?
I don't know.
No. What'd you get arrested for?
Whatever. Like,
Just say it. It's
what
a long
was it?
time
I was
ago.
at a house party and there was like $4,000 on the table, and everybody took money.
Oh, you stole.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I was like, my friend was like, yo, there's like, you gotta get the rest of that money. I'm like, fuck it. So I went in there and I just got a car, and I gave it back. And then I went to give it back because I felt horrible, and I got fucking.
Wait, you stole enough money?
Okay,
to
so
buy
what
a
happened?
car?
What was the
I don't
repercussion?
wanna say. My fault. I didn't tell anybody. I did a wash. My father we did a wash, and then the like whatever papers I had was in my fucking pocket.
You always
And
do
he
dumb shit
cleaned
like
the
that as a
fucking
kid.
pocket out, dude, and he woke me up literally.
Wait, what did he find in the pocket?
Like paper, like whatever I had in the pocket, whatever they gave me.
The
From-
papers from
Oh,
whatever he
from
bought.
the
Yeah.
police station.
And I literally,
Oh, all right,
he
yeah.
went up. I was sleeping, dead asleep. He like grabbed me and was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I don't know, whatever." And then like he said, "Whatever." And then like I pushed him out of my way, and that was it.
What did he do?
I pushed him, and then he went to grab me, and that was like he didn't hit me, but like that's it. That was as far as I got with a fist fight with my dad.
My father.
If he would have hit me, he would have killed me. Like there's
my
no,
father
he couldn't hit me.
The closest thing he did was he grabbed me by my shirt and held me up against the wall, and then he stopped.
And how big?
I was bigger than him.
Dude, and you know what? Your dad is the biggest sweetheart because I know him.
Yeah.
But I guarantee when that fucking switch goes off,
he was old. He's a grown man.
Monster.
He's a grown man.
Yeah.
I'm a kid.
And he's not big like Richie.
No.
He's not like, but you just see it in him. He's old and grizzled that he will fuck you up.
Yeah, especially at that age,
I love your dad, bro. Your dad's awesome.
The mother always, like my mother always did the hit, and my father, you just didn't want to get hit by or get mad.
Because you know what it was? It was this, and it still is to this day. Wait till your father comes home.
Yeah.
And then when you walk in that door, everyone's butthole gets tight.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like, I walk in and I just start eyeballing motherfuckers. I'm like, who's fucking around?
Tell me if I'm wrong.
People start confessing real quick.
Can you tell me if I'm wrong?
Go ahead.
All right. Now, I have 2 daughters.
Yes.
Okay.
Lovely little girls, too.
Yes.
2 of my favorite kids. I
Very-
don't really like a lot of kids. Your kids are awesome.
They're pretty well behaved. The manners are great and everything.
Yeah.
All right. When they were around like 3 years old, I spanked them. Okay. I spanked my 3-year-olds, but I haven't spanked them since they were like young like that. But ever since then, it's just, will he spank me?
Yeah.
Let me stop what I'm doing and let me just do what he wants. Because I'm scared of him. I fear him.
Yeah.
Even though I don't beat them on the regular at all. But the one time when they're younger like that, it kind of installs something.
I never hit my son once. I fucking...
Your son... listen. Your son, his whole demeanor, everything,
He gets that from
he's
his
just
mother.
a nice
he's a nice
kid.
He gets that from his mother.
And the sad part about it is because he's such a good kid that he would get bullied on because he's such a nice kid.
Here's the reverse of that, though. He also, I've started to notice, is becoming like the clever leader. You know what I mean? You know what I mean by that? He may
Okay.
not be the alpha of the group,
Yeah.
but he'll be the one running it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I bet you he has a mouth on him.
who's the guy?
You know what I mean?
No, and I've also seen him get angry. He's a lot like me. Like I get angry more quicker, but when he does finally reach that point, he like gets fucking like he
gets pissed.
yeah. I've only seen it twice, but when he does it, dude, he goes ham, and I love it. And I feel as he gets older, when he's around me more, and he'll start, toughening up a little bit. But he is a sweetheart, and I like him like that because I'm complete opposite. So you always want your kids to be the better version of you, right?
I would figure.
Hey, Vito, what's up, buddy?
There he is.
Vito, we're talking about, you hear me?
Vito. He don't hear us. Vito. Plug in your headphones.
Sounds like he's beating the meat.
Point
Are
to
you
your
guys
headphones.
there?
Yeah, you hear us?
He can't hear us. You sure the mic's on for us? Hold on. Oh, this is the worst. Maybe it's on his end. He's trying to do things. What's he doing? Is everything right
Vito.
with us? Vito! Yo! I don't know what's going on.
Rich.
Well,
Nothing. What's going on?
No, I think we're good on our end.
yeah, this is,
Because it worked last week fine. We didn't have any troubles, and I didn't do nothing. I just literally shut it off.
all right, so until he,
He's
Yo,
doing something over there.
What's up, Carl? There's a guy, Carl Hutchins. I think he's a new listener. And, so what's up?
What's up, Carl? Try calling him back. See what happens.
Yeah, you don't want to hit. I mean, you can't fucking hit your kid.
Nah.
no,
Back in the day, I think, probably when he was younger, Vito.
Vito, you there?
You guys there this time?
yes.
Can you hear us?
Can't hear nothing, fellas.
He can't hear us. It's got to be us, dude.
It's not us.
It's not us. Maybe turn up your volume.
Tweak the nipples.
Raise your volume, maybe. It could be something as stupid as that. I don't know. Sucks.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Talking about fighting. Now, he's going to interrupt us, but we got to go on with the show no matter what.
Yeah.
A midget
Okay.
versus a guy in a wheelchair that's paralyzed from the waist down.
Waist down.
Who's winning this fight?
How big is the guy in the chair?
He's
What's the reach like? That's what I'm asking.
he's 5'9".
Because he's got to lean over and reach. And the midget's got to get up to fucking hit him.
Yes.
What if the guy's on the floor?
No, he's in a wheelchair. He's in a
Need
wheelchair.
your legs, so he's the midget's winning.
You sure it's not Oren?
Nothing's changed on here, bro.
Someone else call. Josh, call us real quick to make sure it's not us.
Somebody call in.
The midget's
Anybody.
winning. You need your
Just
legs.
someone call real fast. You know what? I'll call.
Who's winning the fight?
Midget, you need your legs, dude.
The midget.
Yeah. Take him right out of that chair and just fucking pound his face in.
Yeah, but if the guy grabs him,
It's not, and then the guy climbs up on him.
hello, hello.
No, it's us, dude.
It's us. Couldn't hear you. It's definitely us.
Okay.
Look at this guy. It's not us. Man. Jesus.
You guys there?
Yeah, 1 second.
Something's messed up. I'm gonna DM him. But yeah, again, the midget, he's gonna have a hard time getting up on this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't see how he even gets inside on him or gets any hits in.
He tips the wheelchair over.
Yeah.
I think the midget's win. You need your legs, dude. You can do anything, you know. He's on a wheelchair. He's like spinning around to flip the fucking wheelchair.
Whoa.
What was that?
I think that was Vito's thing. Oh, that was me DMing him. That's what that was.
Whoa.
It's funny. Funny.
Vito, you hear us now?
We're good.
We're good?
We're
Good
good.
job, Rich.
You there?
I am here.
Yes. All right. That easy fix. That was good.
Can you guys hear Vito?
Can
Chat,
you guys hear
can
me?
Vito?
We hear you. Something happened. Derek, anyone, tell us if you hear Vito. Vito, say something. Give us the whole intro.
It's the Pavarotti of hard shots to the body. The Paisano's got it going on. That fly Italian guy from SI. I'm an ECW original, a two-time WCW tag team champion of the world, and a WCW hardcore champion of the world. And you're talking about a member of the NYC and TNA and the toughest man to ever wear a dress in the WWE from the FBI, the one, the only, Vito the Skull LaGrasso from Staten Island, New York,
Resume.
movie star of Rent-A-Car, and who in the hell is The Rock? He's a J-Bo.
New York,
Big
New York.
motherfucking Vito. Missed you last week, brother. Kind of,
I heard you.
kind of fishy. You and Richie were missing at the same time. Kind of fishy.
Well, you know, we were Cabo in it.
Yeah.
No, we had a good time. I had my wife on. We had your wife on. We had Johnny here. It was a good time.
I heard the wives really kicked ass.
Yeah, they were great. You know the wives can talk. My wife's a talker too. She just doesn't like coming on too much.
All right,
Oh,
so
well, it's good that you gave her a night out. That's good.
Vito, we're talking about disciplining your children. Were you
Okay.
somebody that got hit when you were a kid?
Of course.
Yes,
Okay, was it by your mom or your dad? Or both?
both.
It was by both.
Without a shadow of doubt, the both. But one had the left and one had the right, so I got hit pretty good.
Who did it the worst, your mom or your dad?
Jesus. So how about let's not dig into the past. This might be a touchy
All right, we
subject
can think
for
of the
him.
past. Listen, you know, my mother was a left-hander, so like a lot of times you expect it from the right, so she called me from the left. My father was heavy-handed, so no matter how he hit me, I got hit, so it doesn't matter.
And
They'll be
look,
the best.
It
If
made you a
after-
fucking wrestler.
No, if after she hit him, he just looked at her and goes, Southpaw jinx nothing.
I got a good story. There you go.
Always
I was
welcome.
13. I had a growth spurt, and my mother's chasing me around the dining room table. So I'm chasing around the table. She goes, "Come here, you son of a bitch! Let me hit you." So she had the old, metal hanger out. So I stick out my arm. She hits me. It ricochets and it cuts the bridge of her nose.
Oh shit!
Wow.
You got fucked up.
And now it's your fault.
Because
you blocked
These
it.
are the immortal words of Marge.
Oh my god!
Look
that's so
what
bad.
you did to me.
That's so
Wait
bad.
until your father comes home.
Oh,
Yep.
that's so bad.
What'd your dad do?
I was sleeping on the couch. At that time, my father wasn't home every night. So he came home one night. I was out cold on the couch. He lifted me up by my hair, and it was a left-right combination. Bang, bang. What did you do to your mother? Bang, bang. And I'm like, I didn't do nothing. She hit herself.
Oh no!
But of course,
Yeah.
she had.
You
One
shouldn't have blocked
help.
it. If you didn't block it and let it hit you, it would have never happened. It's your fault. It is.
yeah. But I mean, you know,
Hold on
look
a second.
what you did to me.
You mentioned something there. You had hair?
Yeah.
Dude,
It's amazing.
you got to get a picture one day to show us you with hair.
Yeah.
Well, I have a picture of hair. It's on Facebook, but my hair used to be around, like down below my eyes, over my ears, and that was another reason why I got a beat, because I would never cut my hair. So the next day, I was sent to the barber.
Wait, hold
And
on.
cut your hair, goddammit.
Was John
Said-
Travolta big at that time?
I came home with a DA.
My hair. He hits my hair. I work hard on it, and he hits it.
My mother and father couldn't believe it was me when I walked in the door.
Oh man.
That's fucking. But you come from that old school Italian household.
Yeah.
Like, that's expected. We're saying today.
Yeah,
Like-
but what's the difference?
are
Why
you
do we
talking
have?
What's the
about?
difference? Because like
whole world's
again,
different.
it was
Crazy.
it was more acceptable then.
Why?
Why? I
What's
don't
the
know
difference?
why.
You
That's the
mean
fucked up
why?
thing. What do you mean why?
Guys, do you want to know why it's more acceptable today?
No, why? He's saying it's
I'm
not
gonna-
acceptable to kids.
I'm gonna explain something to you. Okay, growing up back then in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, right? When you were home in your house, and a lot of you guys have older grandparents or older dads who came up the hard way, or came on the boat. The parents knew one way. Back then,
Yes.
there was no calling the cops. There was no social media. There was no nothing. You got hit in your house. You got a beating. You didn't say nothing. When social media and all these rights came out for kids, and rights for this and rights for
course.
that, and kids started going to the cops, and then all of these, activists can't hit your children. It's child abuse and all that.
Of course.
That's why there's no discipline today, because these kids have an avenue to block their parents, but
As
they're
they
also
should.
blocking their
No,
youth and
Dude.
growth as human beings.
Again, if the person can't fight you back with a reasonable.
You're looking at it the wrong way.
No, I'm
you're
not.
not, dude.
No,
Your
I'm not,
father's
because you wouldn't walk up to someone on the
If your father's
street.
unmercifully hitting your brother with a fucking it's not
Richie.
with a
Who's
Richie,
saying that?
Hold on,
saying,
hold on,
you're saying,
hold on,
looking at it,
hold on,
with a
hold
fucking
on.
hanger. That's okay.
Who's
someone-
saying that?
Someone's blocking your way, and you say, "Excuse me," and they say no. You're gonna start hitting them?
No.
That's what they're doing to their children because they say no or they don't listen.
You're missing the whole
I'm
point.
not.
You're missing the whole point.
No.
I'm talking about good parenting, and the reason you are the person you are today was because we were taught old school.
No, it was respect. That's
Exactly.
Not,
Fear.
not by
Exactly.
beating.
Where's
It's
the
fear. It's
where
not
the-
respect. It's fear.
Get these hands, kid.
But I just so you're saying you guys have bad parents because they hit you?
No, I'm saying it was wrong that they hit,
It was.
and I'm saying it's wrong that they got hit.
No, my mother threw a full turkey at me, frozen.
I don't.
Is that normal? I mean,
I don't think it was wrong that my parents hit me.
Well, then you're a maniac.
I don't think it's. My mother. I don't care.
You're like an
whatever.
abused wife.
My mother.
So why the double standard?
Because my father's a grown man with fucking hands the size of fucking I don't know what you would call it.
I'm not saying that.
What do you mean a double standard?
Because here's the difference, okay? Here's the difference. And we'll segue into something now, and we'll
Of
get off
course.
this topic.
But this is-
Okay? But here's the difference. They're remaking Fear, and they're reversing the roles. I say to my wife, I go, there's never a moment, ever, where a girl is going to be the Mark Wahlberg role, and a
course
guy's going to be like, what do I do?
I
You know
wish.
what you do? One fucking punch to the
Yeah.
face and the situation is over.
Yeah.
When Mark Wahlberg and a full-grown man coming at you, it's not one punch in the face. That's the difference.
Now let me in the fucking house.
But
Yeah.
you get what I'm
Kills
saying?
my dog, I'd fucking kill the girl. Like,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Woman Ghostbusters.
And no
everything.
offense to women. There's women out there that are very fucking tough and could probably kick my ass. But what I'm saying is the majority of them, full-grown man punches you in the face, dead on, as hard as he can. Nine out of 10 times, that woman's out fucking cold.
Yeah.
What about an open hand
I-
slap to the ass?
I believe in a mother spanking that kid on the ass when they do something wrong. If I'm wrong for that, then I'm wrong for that.
That's a
in
little
your
bit
guys'
more
eyes.
acceptable to
Yeah,
me. I
dude,
still
you're
don't
saying,
encourage
like,
it.
What's wrong with somebody getting hit with a hanger unmercifully?
That's not what happened to Vito.
I'm not
Wasn't right.
saying with Vito. I know that happened to a million people.
That's
That's happened to me.
No, but back then, parents would go, "He probably deserved it." Not,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing? You're hitting a child with a
you go to
wire.
school with scars on you.
I got hit with a wooden spoon and
Yeah,
whatever
whatever.
else.
Again, it doesn't make it
From your
right. Just because it
grandmother
or your
happened
mother.
to you doesn't make it right. That's like being like, well, the priest raped me, so it must be okay.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make it right. It happened, but it still doesn't fucking make it acceptable.
Even if my mother was like full blown beating
What's-
me, I wouldn't care. I
Hold on.
would be like, whatever. Like,
Hold on.
wasn't crying.
But now you're breaking down about how people raise their kids, and what you find acceptable doesn't mean that somebody else is going to find it acceptable.
And that's fine, and I'm allowed to have an opinion on
so
it.
am I.
Yeah. I'm not
The
stopping
best
you
is
from
when
having
the
it.
best is when you
I
get
just-
hit with the wooden spoon.
It's not even-
And it
What?
breaks.
And it breaks on you, and it's your fault. Look what you did, you son of a bitch! You broke the spoon.
Yep.
You broke the spoon.
And it always happens on Sunday when they need it. That's the only reason why the spoon's out. That's why you got hit with it to begin with, because it's in their fucking hand.
Oh man, so fucking great.
But yeah, they are remaking Fear and they're reversing.
Are they really?
Yeah. I'm like, how is that scary?
That's so stupid.
I would be like, get this fucking girl out of here.
Oh.
They'd fucking just nail her.
Death Wish. Please
Dude,
enlighten me, please.
let me tell you something about Death Wish. For one,
tell me about Bruce
I
Willis
will.
first.
Look, for one, I am no longer, and I encourage everybody to no longer look at Rotten Tomatoes. This is probably like the 5th movie in a row. A lot of them comedies, a lot of them horrors, whatever the case may be. Low rating, critic score, outrageous viewers score. Like, this one was like 14 critic, 85 viewer. Like, that's how big of a gap there was.
Really? That much in between?
It was gigantic.
Because IMDb is kind of fucked up, but that not that
IMDb is
fucked
more
up.
accurate.
What, did they say it
IMDb
sucked?
doesn't have.
You were
Did they say it sucked?
you were
The
a true
critics.
Was
rotten.
it good?
Hold on, he's going to talk about it because I want to hear about it.
I loved Rotten Tomatoes because I felt
You
like,
used
oh, this
to.
is cool. It takes everyone's average. But now here's the problem: every reviewer thinks they're fucking Gene Siskel. You know what I mean? And they've all become pretentious cunts, and they want to be the cool guy in the room and go, I don't like this movie. And it's becoming a fucking problem because you look at Rotten Tomatoes, and there's so many movies where I see the trailer,
Yeah.
and I would wait for it to come out. The Rotten Tomato score would come out and go, now I don't want to see it as much.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to believe him.
And I didn't do that with Death Wish. I saw it, the low rating. I was like, I want to see it anyway. I like Eli Roth. He hasn't let me down yet.
He did this movie.
Yeah, he directed it.
Okay.
Death Wish was fucking really fun.
Really?
It wasn't great. It wasn't like a groundbreaking movie. But I'm telling you now, I didn't leave there going, I'm upset I saw that. I enjoyed every second of it.
How many people
was
did he kill?
definitely- It was the remake of the original Death
It
Wish,
is
right?
soft. Yes.
Does he
But
play that character?
yeah, he's Paul
How-
Kersey.
does he kill a lot of people?
A good amount.
He kills a lot.
A good amount. And the
Good
whole
kills?
a lot of gunshots, but there is one really good, like, torturous scene.
Really?
Yeah, you see it in the commercial with the guy underneath the car.
I tried to
But,
stay away from it because I just want to watch it.
Here's the thing, too. Eli Roth. I was having a discussion on Twitter.
He's so good.
I forget who. I think it was Old Man Davey, maybe. Shout out to Old Man Davey,
Yeah,
by the way.
Old man Davey.
Love him. Love
yo,
him.
he has been fucking
Yeah, on
backing
fire.
the shit
On
out
fire.
of us.
But he writes, Eli Roth bothers me or something. And I'm like, why? I'm like, to me, he's made one bad movie, and honestly, it's Cabin Fever. I know everyone thinks it's great.
Wait.
I'm not a huge fan of that movie.
I like having fever.
All right,
though.
that's fine. You can.
I don't think it's great.
But I think his other
It's fun.
movies are all really good. Bruce
Can't be-
Willis was good. D'Onofrio, good. The dude from Breaking Bad, the brother-in-law, good.
Eli Roth, the Bear Jew.
Yeah. Now here's the
Yo,
thing.
how awesome is that?
And I brought that up to Davey.
Yeah.
I go, what about the Bear Jew?
Yo, Vito, you ever see Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah.
Okay, and the German won't tell Brad Pitt where the soldiers are going to be and what they're carrying for artillery. And then you just hear the fucking
Bat banging on
bing,
the wall.
Bing, bing, bing. And he's just sitting there, and the cinematography of this guy just waiting
The best part of the
for
whole
Eli
thing.
Roth to come out with
Yeah.
the fucking
And he
bat.
just kills him. And then the best part is completely out of the scene. He goes, Donnie fucking Donowitz knocks it out of the fucking Fenway with his Boston accent.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
it's fucking awesome. Tarantino is just, he's God as far as the 90s, 2000s,
so
and
good.
2010.
It's so good.
He's Scorsese, Spielberg, and everyone wrapped in one.
Yeah.
The dude, other than Death Proof, which even I like,
I love it.
he
Love
hasn't
Death
made a
Proof.
bad movie.
Yeah.
It's unheard of.
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing is, he keeps going, the 10th movie from Quentin Tarantino. Like,
Yeah.
he's numbering them, saying, here's my 10th one.
Yeah.
And now his new movie, he's got DiCaprio and Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
both in this. And I hear he's going for Tom Cruise next.
Really?
Yeah.
The Holy Grail.
Dude.
You like Tom Cruise?
love
What?
Tom Cruise
Oh
is,
my God. Fuck
Vito.
you.
not
Fuck
only
you
is
kidding
he
me?
an American treasure, but here's the thing, and I've said
Stop.
this
Wait,
before.
don't stop.
No, hold on.
Why?
Hold on.
Why?
Because no, I want to big up Tom Cruise. I'm not talking
Okay.
to him. Here's the thing about Tom Cruise. I see his commercials every time, and I go, "Oh, Tom Cruise movie."
Okay.
Never go.
Me too.
Got to go see it.
Me neither. Me
Comes
neither.
on, watch it. Every time, enjoy his movies.
Amazing.
Every fucking time. The guy doesn't make bad movies.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
But you never go, I gotta see that Tom
Never.
Cruise movie. But
Never.
then when you're
Not
done
once.
with it, you're always like, wow, that was really good.
Bro, he's
He
so
does
correct.
nothing for me, but I like his movies. He's hit it right on the head.
Last
Like, I would never
Samurai.
go-
Last Samurai was the movie that turned me because that movie looked absolutely ridiculous.
Horrible.
Ridiculous. Watched it, and I'm not kidding. It is a fucking great
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
It is really fucking good.
I'm not
he
even,
did-
I just
Vito.
don't like him. I mean, his movies are always good. He
Always.
hit it right on the. I mean, you know, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got to see a Tom Cruise in it.
Vito.
I didn't like Get Smart when he was in that, right?
He wasn't in Get Smart.
What was that movie he did with the suit?
Mission Impossible?
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, those movies are awesome. The one with Philip Seymour Hoffman as the villain?
Philip Seymour.
Dude, I think it's
Rest
part
in
3.
peace.
Dude, those have gotten progressively better.
Love that
The first
guy.
2 were probably the worst, honestly. And the last few, like from 3 on, have been fucking awesome. And that dude does all his own shit.
Yeah.
He's fucking hanging off that building in Dubai. He's jumping across fucking buildings.
I
He's
just
crazy.
Don't like. I think his movies are always good.
They're always
I
good.
agree with you. I just
Vito,
like, but
Tom
you're right.
Cruise.
You watch it, you never get disappointed because there's always.
Yeah.
Risky Business, Top Gun,
Rain
the
Man,
movie when he was a bartender.
Rain
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
Cocktail,
Cocktail.
Yeah, Cocktail.
Yes, Coughlin's Law.
Yo, you know
all the right moves.
You know, I wish they would make
Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Yeah, the movie with Swayze and he was the bouncer.
Roadhouse. Yeah,
That
they
movie was-
were going to remake it with Ronda Rousey. Dude,
Oh,
That
Tom
movie was
Cruise,
so
Tom
good.
Cruise, 2 roles changed his whole career. Magnolia, Tropic Thunder. Killed both
my
of
God.
those. Both of those.
Have you ever seen either one of those? Magnolia.
I don't think so.
Dude,
I think the one that he really was really good was when he was the punk slave trying to buy his land in Ireland and
Oh,
he became a
The
fighter.
bare knuckle boxer.
Yes.
Oh,
With Nicole Kidman.
yes, I know exactly. What the fuck is the name of that? Great fucking movie,
Yes.
dude. Really
That
good. Good
was a
call,
good movie.
Vito. Absolutely agree with you there. But back to Death Wish real quick. The whole point of the movie is,
I want to watch that again now.
Yeah. He, everyone knows the Death Wish story. Something happens to his family, and he
Yeah.
goes, but it becomes like this moral thing, like because it becomes public that he's doing this. That people are like, cell phones and
Yeah.
shit. So,
They're cheering him on.
but they don't see who it is. No one knows who it is because he's always wearing a hood. He's called the Grim Reaper, and well, that's the thing. They're divided. Half the people are like, I like what he's doing. The other half are like, Yeah, but is it safe because it's going to tell other people it's okay to go and do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yes, while he's killing bad people, it's not your place. But then there was a line in the movie, and I'm not saying it verbatim, but the general theory of it was the cops show up after the fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, what's the point of that? And I looked at that and go, you know what? That's true. What is the point of them? If they're not there as the crime's happening.
How are you going to stop that crime from happening?
Yeah, and there was a part where it wasn't the people involved with his family, but they were carjacking somebody. And he tried to stop it. I don't know who opened fire first, but it became a shootout, and he killed him. And this was his first thing that everyone knew about.
Yeah.
Now, that one, it's like, it's none of your business. Like, it's got nothing to do with you. That one, I'm like, you shouldn't have done that. Going after the people who harmed his family.
Yeah. Different story.
As a father, I believe it's your job. I've always said that courtroom scene of the pedo coming out and a dad shooting him and then dropping the gun, throwing his hands up.
Yeah.
Did your job as a dad.
Yeah. Now, Vito, let me ask you a question. Yeah. You're on the street. You're in the parking lot. A boyfriend and girlfriend are fighting.
Far
the boyfriend hits the fucking, punches the girlfriend right in the face. You keep walking, or do you stop it?
Depends on how big he is.
Doesn't matter.
No, not to me. It just matters. Like, you try to politely stop it and say, hey, you need to knock that off. If you get involved and kick the shit out of the guy, the girl will turn on you because you're hitting her man. Yeah. And then when the cops come, you beat up the guy. She rats on you. Yep. You got involved in a domestic mess, and you're the one arrested.
Up. That happens all the time, actually, where the girl will turn on you, even though you're trying to help her. Like, you see it all the time, especially in, like, a city situation, because city chicks are used to that type of shit. So they're like, why the fuck you involving yourself? Yeah, I know he's hitting me, but it's none of your fucking business. This is my man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's kind of like, I could beat the shit out of my little brother, but you can't beat the shit out of my little brother.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like Frankie. Frankie that's in the chat. We would, I'm not kidding, we would see him on the corner in the neighborhood. We would jump out the car, beat him up, jump back in the car and dip. But the second anyone fucked with him, he would call us and we'd be right fucking there. We'd be like, who's fucking with Frankie? You're dead. You know what I mean? So there's that, like, you know.
I had, I've had stories. I've done stuff. When I was working one time, I had a guy that I was in a bar working and bouncing, and the guy grabbed the girl by the face like this. So I was like, oh, and then the guy grabbed the girl by the face like this years ago. So then I said, get out, and he's like, what? So I grabbed him by the face like that, and I pushed him out the door. He grabbed her by like the chin. Yeah. He was fucking yelling at her. So I grabbed him and get out. I grabbed him, and then she's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
and I'm like, you fucked up. What are you doing? I'm like, he's drunk. He don't even know what he's doing. And I said, oh,
still doesn't matter.
Like,
still gotta
her friend's like, are you fucking? Her friend's like telling the girl, you fucking kidding me? I said, yo, both of you get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here.
Working in a club sucks because you're dealing with drunk people. Being a bouncer in a club, worst job ever. Like, it's good because you get a lot of pussy and shit, and you're making a lot of connections. But the shit you gotta put up with is. And girls just in your face, you ain't shit, you just a bouncer. What do you make, like $100 a night? You fucking scrub, you fucking loser, you bounce. And you would look at these girls and be like, oh my God, you should get your fucking teeth knocked out. But the bouncer would just stand there with his hands behind his back, just calm as shit. And I would look at them and go, they're fucking saints. Because a normal person would fucking kill that girl.
Yo, you know the moral of the story?
What?
It's do as I do. Not as I say.
Yeah.
No, it's do what I say, not as I do.
Okay, you got it. Have another beer.
I think Apollo Creed uses that when he's talking about fighting Clubber Lang.
I don't remember.
He's like, I thought you said we used to be cool. He's like, I am cool.
I don't remember part 3 all that well. If I'm being honest, it's not. I'm not.
Yo, shout out to Clam Baked. Clam Baked is in the chat right now. They have their own show, and they bigged us up. Big support all the time.
All right, Fox, after all this time, is airing the Did I Do It OJ special.
Really?
If I did it, whatever they're calling it. But remember that special like 10 years ago, and the book was going to come out if I did it.
Yes.
That thing.
Yeah.
Fox is now airing this special, and the funny thing is, like, they're like never seen before. Yeah, because you didn't release it.
Yeah.
Like, stop acting like it was like, a rare thing. You had it this whole time. You just waited for enough time to go by to be complete pieces of shit.
Everybody's gonna watch that.
Of course, I'm watching every second of it. But the thing is like, for one, what is this doing for anything?
Nothing.
Other than exploiting two people who were murdered and making O.J. Simpson either A, look like a murderer still, or people maybe sympathizing with him.
Well, that's what I think they're probably going to try to do.
Of course they will.
Let me ask you something. That guy, like whoever his ex-wife and the boy, whatever the guy who's fucking
Goldman.
whatever, would you fuck right now? Would you go and fucking this if you were
The dad.
Be dead.
Dude, that dad. I'm telling you,
He'd be dead.
if he gets cancer, if he gets any type of fucking disease,
Yeah.
OJ better go in the fucking lamb. That guy wants to murder
He was.
OJ.
No, I remember.
The best part is they won the civil case. What?
Yo, these guys are going nuts in the chat.
They won the civil
Oh,
case.
what?
Look at the chat.
All right, you stop me up. They won the civil case. OJ lost the criminal trial. So OJ's supposed to be giving them bread. But they can't touch his NFL pension, and they can't touch something else. So he's making money these two ways, and they can't get it. He owes them like a shit ton of money, but because he's not making it any other way, they're just shit out of luck.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm fucking Ron Goldman's dad, I forget his
Fucked up,
the name,
man.
Fred.
Yeah.
Fred Goldman. I would fucking just shoot him. At this point, you got to be in your late 70s. Just go, find him, and shoot him in the fucking head and get it over with.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go on like that. It's insane.
I couldn't live like that.
Because he keeps winning. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
you murdered my son, and you keep winning.
Yeah, and you keep shitting on him.
Yeah.
You keep shitting on him over and over again.
Not even how did, and he has like girlfriends too. How does like a girl he killed those
Girls,
two people?
How does he get a girl? Charles Manson got married in
I know,
prison.
but I'm saying,
All right, that's how.
It's just like
I mean, come on. Girls are fucking, they're crazy.
as soon as he
You know,
was
guys-
released, he'd be dead.
Yeah,
when,
Vito.
when you're defending your kids and you're defending things, people always take for granted, like, you're not supposed to react certain way. Now, like in the case you said with, OJ and the father there and the father shit. Now, if this was the old times, the father already would have slapped OJ up because everybody would have stood back and let him take care of his family and business. But because today is the way it is with rights and people watching and assault charges and social media, you can't do as you used to do back in the day when you defended yourself and you had the right to defend your family. So those things are taken away with you, from you, and that's how times have changed. Like we were talking about kids and hitting your kids. If you got slapped around, you knew. Like if you got the look from your father, the evil eye from your mother, when you got home, you were going to get it.
Yeah.
So you knew to sit down, shut up, and listen. And then when you got home, did you go call the cops on your father? No, you took it, you be quiet. And today's productive citizens and today's society of older people are the ones that are the workers and the people contributing in the communities who know right from wrong and knew what it was like to grow up in a disciplined area. Today, not so much, because you can't, where were your kids? They were in the house playing video games. Where were you 20 years ago? You were out in the park till 8 o'clock at night.
Yep, absolutely right. Dude, and real quick, someone asked, they said, didn't OJ make a bunch of money in prison? And that's right. People would bring in footballs, not actual footballs, like pieces of leather that were going to be made into footballs.
Yeah.
And like the numbers on the jerseys, and they would just bring those in, and he would sign like hundreds at a time, and he was getting pieces of those. And Goldman can't touch that money because it's something with his football stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was another way that he was.
You know what's
taken
funny?
off.
You segued onto this OJ thing and the killing thing, and it justified for the family. Are you a firm believer in the fucking death wish theory of this whole?
I'm a firm believer in if justice isn't done and you have definitive proof that this is the
Absolute
people who wronged
proof
you.
only.
then
Take law in
going
your own
after
hands.
them and only them. I don't approve of his rogue shit that he did.
Yeah.
I approve of him going after the people who harmed his family. The rogue stuff, no, that's
Yeah.
that you're murdering people. That's
Yes.
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, but if someone murdered my wife, and I know I've seen them do it, and they got off,
Or there's clear fucking evidence.
Who would say
in
that-
mockery.
Who would say they wouldn't do
And
that?
in
You
mockery.
would-
If I did it, mockery. That's a spit in the face for the family.
and that's
It's a
the biggest
fucking,
thing. If I did it, here's how I
Get
would
the
have.
fuck out of here. I would fucking kill you.
It's insanity.
Not even think twice about it.
Not even think twice. I'd
what
fucking
would
kill
you
you.
Canelo Alvarez.
You kill my fucking daughter, and then you fucking taunt
throw it in
about
my
it,
face,
and you
yeah.
bring it. Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Canelo Alvarez. Supposed to fight Triple G. Tested positive for PEDs.
Who? Triple G?
Alvarez.
Really?
Yep. Here's
Wow.
his excuse.
Wow.
Yeah, meat
My meat was tampered with.
tainted in Mexico.
That's his excuse. Tainted meat. Really? That's
the-
the best you can
I was
come
the
up with?
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I
in my
was in
life.
Mexico. Those posters are fucking everywhere.
And the fight's off.
Really?
He tested positive.
Fuck.
He supposedly was taking clenbuterol, which is like, I don't know. I guess that you can't.
Clenbuterol's a cutter, just
but
like
it's not
Adderall's
meat.
a cutter.
Yeah, it's not meat.
It's
It's asthma.
It's an asthma, but it speeds
Right,
up
it's an
your heart
asthma
rate.
thing,
It
yes,
brings up
but
your
it's also
temperature.
used as a cutter. Do you know that if you use your inhaler every day before you work out and
It's
you
a
take 3
steroid.
puffs,
Yeah.
it works as a cutter because it is clenbuterol.
Yeah, it's a steroid. My uncle used to have bad asthma, and he would
Yeah.
tell me there's steroids in it, you know?
Yeah, everybody hit
Guys,
that like button. Hit the like button. Listen
Guys,
to-
did you hear about Jonathan Coachman being
Yeah.
accused of the sexual harassment? Now, I want to ask you, how does he still have a job, and how is he
Exactly.
still working for WWE, especially with the Enzo Amore thing, where he got fired because he was
Can
you just please
accused?
stop?
No, here's
Oh,
why.
Can you,
Why?
no, stop.
He
Can you just
talked
please
to them.
stop?
He left. He
Why
didn't.
can't
He
we
didn't
answer?
hire
just
them.
please
Why,
stop?
why does your answer have to be first? He's
I'm
got
not-
an
I'm not answering.
Ironclad,
I'm asking.
Ironclad
Because-
contract.
Because
That's why.
And he
Vito,
learned.
I don't
he
know.
told them.
Vito, I don't know what you're talking about, and some of the people that are listening don't know what you're talking about. What happened with Coachman?
Coachman, Jonathan Coachman used to work for ESPN.
Yes.
Then he got accused of sexual harassment with a few of the interns. He was known for it.
Like what?
He quietly was released. It came out in the news over the past 2 days that there were emails, phone calls, and he was acting inappropriately to the co-workers and trying to act as a mentor, and they made sexual references and sexual comments to the person. Now, this is all hearsay. This is what's going around. I'm repeating what's in the news.
Yeah.
Did he do it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is what's come out. Now, with Enzo Amore being accused of rape, he was not only, put on suspension, but fired within minutes.
And then
And
found
then you had
innocent.
Rich
Found
Swan,
innocent.
who had that fight
Wasn't
with
found
his
guilty.
wife in the street. He got suspended. There were no charges, and then they fired him.
Yeah, because
So how come Jonathan Coachman is still on TV, along with Roman Reigns, who was accused of something with the steroid stuff?
And the Adderall.
And guys are still wrestling and working.
Coachman, they knew about it. He told them. The other guy didn't say anything. And not for nothing, but the whole thing with fucking Lesnar last week, because he's on that fucking list too.
This is how stupid this shit is, though.
He's on the same list as him. That's why he didn't.
This is how
he
stupid the
stormed
ESPN
out.
thing is. Derek Hans just wrote this. She's accusing Bomani Jones of ESPN2 for looking at her when she bent over. So now you can't even look in a person's direction.
Yeah.
Like if you bend over, I now have to jerk my neck around to make sure I'm not looking at you. Maybe.
That can be true.
In today's day, I absolutely believe it.
I believe it too.
I believe
but
it.
What the fuck?
It's gotten out of control. It's a witch hunt in reverse. It's a male witch hunt. It's any male, whoever, if a girl, and a lot of this, and let's be fucking honest, because women aren't fucking innocent. A lot of this could be I turned this bitch down, and now she's being a spiteful cunt and saying this shit. Because let's not be fucking unrealistic. Women can be fucking evil bitches, man. Yeah. And if you make them feel a certain way, they might go out of their way to now do this shit to you.
No, you're right. And you know what? Coachman is my boy, and I know him personally. I never knew him to be like that. I hope he's vindicated, and I hope that he's set free from all this stuff. But the way people accuse people today, and you're fired, you're released, just like the newsman from Channel 2 News or Channel 4 News. He was making $21 million a year, and he was inappropriate and released for sexual harassment. What was it, Mauer? Is that what his
Matt
name?
Lauer. Yeah, Matt Lauer.
Matt Lauer. Okay, so now it's just a terrible thing.
I heard that he was sending dick pics.
No, I didn't read that at all.
That's what
I didn't read that at all. Coach's things, actually, I was reading it. Like,
I'll find it.
No, he told the chick that, you know, she got a job, and he was like, oh, I'll walk you through it. And then it, like, got personal real quick through text. But, like, personal, like, what kind of music do you like? And she was like, I'm not into this. And he backed off. That's what I heard. What's the problem? He hit on a girl? That's now a problem? Why? Because they work together. So if I work with you, there's a zero opportunity to ever say, I'd like to take you out? The fuck?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's crazy.
It's fucked up.
This is the
It's
world,
the world
we're
we
living
live
in. We're going to die off if that's the case. Because a lot of people I know met their spouses at work.
You know what's fucked up too? Because eventually they could look at this show today. 5 years from now, it could get worse. They say, oh, the Super Ugly Show, they talk about this, and they feel, and these people are promoting something horrible.
People talk about rights.
And they can take our shit down for it.
All these people talking about rights, this, that, and the other thing, they're taking away the most important right that we fucking have. The freedom of speech. For some reason, people are going, well, me being a woman's more important. Me being black's more important. Me being this. And I should be allowed to say what I want to say. But if you say what you want to say and I don't agree with it,
you're fucked.
Why are you saying that? You shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be allowed.
Because you're the majority.
To say that.
Because you're the majority and we're not. And that's fucking picking on a... What is it?
What do you mean?
Like
a minority.
A minority. Like like a woman can't vote type of thing, or a black...
And now watch this segue. Being called a racist means nothing anymore. I get into arguments on Twitter all the time. Has nothing to do with race. Just happens to be a black person. Immediately, they go to, you're a racist. I didn't even say anything racial, let alone anything that warrants to be called a racist. Yeah. People, and it's white people too. It's not just black people. They're so quick now to just go, you're racist. Yeah. That I look at it and go, it means nothing anymore.
A first grader?
It means nothing anymore.
A first grader told my daughter this for no reason.
Of course, because she heard it.
Because he heard it he heard it from the parents. He heard it from the parents, and he says, I'm all right. I'm allowed to be racist because I'm Mexican.
Let me explain something real quick.
But you're laughing.
Of course.
But this is true. This is a true story.
I believe that. Let me explain something to everyone. I'm allowed to be just as racist as everyone else. Because if anyone's going to sit there and pretend that they don't have moments where a black person cuts you off and you go, oh, and those thoughts start going in your head. And black people, if you're going to sit there and lie, and the same situation happens, and you go, fucking cracker, fucking honky, fucking...
But
you know what I mean?
The whole point
of that is... Same thing
is...
with a Spanish person, and every race does it, okay? If you're overtly... Like, I just hate them because they're black. Then yes,
I'm gonna defend
that's
what you're
racism.
saying.
But
I want to defend what you're saying.
No, hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying.
You're saying it because you're picking one thing out.
You're not letting me finish. What I'm saying is, you know me. I have a multitude of black friends. Not one token black friend.
Yeah.
A lot of black friends. A lot of Hispanic friends.
It's mixed.
I also, at the same time,
sorry to hear that.
In a moment of anger, will use their racial caricature in a moment of anger to exert my anger using that. Just like I would say a girl when I go, shut up, you fucking stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Same fucking thing.
Doesn't mean they're stupid or a bitch.
It doesn't mean I hate every woman and every woman's a bitch. It's just at the moment you're being a bitch. So to sit there now and use this word racist so fucking loosely, you've made it mean nothing. It means I laugh at it now because I look at people and they go, you must be racist. I'm like, well, clearly you don't know me. Because if I was, I wouldn't associate with people of color. And I do on an everyday basis and happily because they're my friends. Like, but now it's become so easy to just go, you're racist. And you look at it and go, for one, I don't even think you know what the word means anymore. But for two, you couldn't be further away from the truth. No. And if you think me throwing out a couple tweets is going to be a gauge on whether I'm racist or not, then you're an insane person. Yeah. Because that's just an insane way to judge somebody.
And it's when you were younger and you say like fag all the time.
Of course.
You never meant to say fag.
Yes. It's just a word.
Yeah.
It's the word. Now here, I got something. I've got a good example of something. We have Black America, and they say Black Lives Matter, and it's Black History Month, and we have the Black activists, and we have the United Negro College Fund, and we have all these things for blacks. Now, how come we don't have White History Month? How come we don't have white activists? How come we don't have the Caucasian United College Fund?
All right,
how come we don't have these things?
We have scholarships, okay? We have ABC, NBC, Fox, Channel 11, MTV, TNT, USA. All right, take it easy. And then, what was the first thing you said, Vito?
White activists and a White History Month.
White History Month.
How come we don't advertise that?
Because the other 8 months of school are White History Month, dude. European history, American history. That's why. When they cover slavery, they cover it in February for about 30 seconds, okay?
Yeah, that's but they shouldn't they shouldn't have a Black History
Month.
And
I used to play this game too, but you know me. Devil's advocate, bro. We have to look realistically. We are favored in America as a white person. Let's not be blind to that, okay? But you can't be that blind. In America, as a white person, Chris Rock said it, you would take being a white person over fucking a rich black guy any day.
I don't believe what you're saying. I disagree with you.
Well, you got to get eyeballed. Jay-Z, if he's not wearing a fucking $1 million suit, walks into a store, he's going to get eyeball fucked. Are you?
You know what? I think New York, for the most part, is not divided by anything like that. It's divided by money.
Okay, you're talking about...
I'm talking about money. If you're a rich black guy, you're going to get a lot more fucking respect than I am.
Not in Mississippi, not in Alabama, not in
over
Tennessee,
here, though.
not in Wisconsin,
I don't live
Montana,
over there.
not in Oklahoma.
I don't live over there. I live
saying,
here.
Though. But you have to remember those places exist in America. All right? That's what I'm saying. You can't just gauge it by where you live. Where we live is a diverse community. We're right next to the city. We're different. The rest of the country isn't like us. The rest of the country is white people live here, black people live here. Don't cross the fucking line.
Yeah.
It's a lot different, dude.
I don't know about the rest of the country.
It's not like here. I know
about here.
It's not like... Dude, go upstate, and
Vito,
it's like that.
In New York, your wealth judges your popularity.
Right. Now, I grew up... Now, here's something good. When I grew up in Bensonhurst, I grew up on 20th Avenue and 60th Street. Everything from 53rd Street and down was the Jewish neighborhoods.
Yep.
Then you came up through the Italian neighborhoods. And, from 53rd Street up all the way to 86th Street to Shore Parkway where the old Corvettes was and all that. So this is before your time, guys. But I'm talking about the Verrazano Bridge. It was all white. As the years went on, as you guys know, in Brooklyn, it became Greenpoint with the Greeks.
Okay.
And then the Chinese. And then a lot of different nationalities.
Russians.
To where it wasn't just 20th Avenue all of a sudden wasn't all Italian no more. The Chinese had moved up and the different sections of Brooklyn became interracial, where it wasn't the same no more, where it was just predominantly Italian neighborhood and predominantly white. And back then when you had the race riots and they used to, go to the schools and FDR, and they used to run to the trains and do all this stuff. And the whites would stay with the whites, the black would stay with the black. But I was the exception because I was playing basketball my whole time. I was a ball player. Who are my friends? The guys that used to hang out at night.
Black guys.
And then the white guys at night, and then the black guys I used to play ball with.
Yeah.
One day at the train station, here come my buddies who are coming down to kick the shit out of the black guys, and I'm standing there with the black guys, and we're going to a high school game. What do you do? I stood there, and they both looked at me, okay, what side are you going to jump? I didn't jump on any side. Yeah. The next day, I called up my grandfather because my grandfather ran 20th Avenue, and I talked to my uncle. I said, listen, I got to fight the guy who's the leader of this because if I don't fight, I said, I'm not going to get any respect. I said, I'm going to be harassed. They set up a fight in 18th Avenue Park where I was going to fight this guy who was went to Rikers a couple times, and he was a wild kid. He was 19, and I had to fight him. And Tommy Lamonto and everybody set it up that nobody jumped in. I might not have won, but I was going to fight. And then they called it off. They said it was handled, and I didn't have to worry about it. But the black guys still remember I didn't fight for them. The white guys knew I didn't fight for them. And then I was protected in the neighborhood because of who I was. So I was in a lose-lose situation, which was bad. And back then, you either fought with the whites or you fought with the blacks. But I was friends with both people because I used to go to Foster Park. I used to play in the black neighborhoods. I went to these guys. These guys used to come over to my house. Yeah. So how did I grow up? I had a tough upbringing because I was caught in the middle of white and black.
Yeah, and living in the city like that, especially back then, it really was. You had to make a choice, and it's kind of fucked up. It really is.
I think it's changed. In
New York, absolutely.
In New York,
absolutely.
It's so acceptable to just be friends with who you want to be friends with.
Yeah, for the most part.
And it's not like that across the country, and I understand that, Rocky. I totally understand that. I'm not living there. I know what we have here. I love New York.
Yeah, but that's the arrogance of New Yorkers. We forget that there's literally 49 other states. You know what I mean? We're one of 50. So, and we all do it. We all forget that there's life outside of New York. It's just this arrogance that New Yorkers have.
And I love it.
So do I. I fucking live and breathe it. You know what I mean?
Vito, would you ever change it? Would you ever not want to be from New York?
No.
No. And you want to know something, guys? You guys live in Long Island. You guys are part of Brentwood. I had my best summers there. I had my childhood there. I grew up in Brentwood, Long Island. Now, if you go back to Brentwood today, it's not all white anymore. It's black. It's a black community.
Mostly Hispanic.
No, now it changed. It's Hispanic now.
It's big time Hispanic.
That's right. And my biggest kick used to be getting off of exit 54 was looking at the Jack in the Box, and I thought that was the greatest thing in the world.
Yo, Vito, let me ask you a question.
They had the greasy fucking... Jack in the Box used to have the fried taco shells. Yeah. Oh, my God. What a fucking great taco.
Vito, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Should a 30 to 40-year-old man be playing with stuffed animals? Just an opinion.
As an opinion for myself, no.
No, right? That's really fucking weird and
It's as weird as taking foot selfies of your sneakers on.
What's up, Frankie?
there is. Hold on, Rocky's bringing this up because there is a YouTuber that he does wrestling reviews or shows or whatever, and he's got 80,000 subs.
Oh, he really thinks he's the bee's knees. Vito.
And
can't get a wrestler booked for shit though.
Yeah. He thinks he knows everything about everything, and he likes the Cirque du Soleil type of wrestling. And dude, this guy has multiple pictures of him having stuffed animals propped, watching TV, doing activities,
and giving them dialogue as if they're speaking.
Yes, and he's 35, somewhere around the 30,
around my
mid-30s.
Yeah, dude.
And he has a following that it blows my mind.
There's nothing wrong with having dolls.
No, but John, I'm not playing with them. And these
stuffed animals.
It's a stuffed tiger. It's a stuffed tiger For one, I don't approve of because Bill Watterson never gave permission for anyone to make anything Calvin and Hobbes.
I
So
don't know what that means.
Bill Watterson's the creator of Calvin and Hobbes. He's the sole owner
Who's
of their
Hobbes?
rights. The little kid and the tiger. I
Okay.
have the books over there, you know.
Okay.
He never gave anyone permission to make shirts, stickers. All those stickers you see with Calvin pissing on like the Boston Red Sox or whatever, those are all illegally made.
Now, Rocky is talking about JD from New York.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Go to his Instagram
Right.
and have a blast because he literally has, it's got to be 20 pictures of him propping up the Hobbes doll and going, Hobbes, oh, don't you think about as if like he's Calvin talking
Yes.
to Hobbes, but you're 35.
So bad.
Calvin's a 6-year-old in the comic.
All right, now I got an idea about a show for myself. I want to get your guys' opinion. Okay.
Please.
Now you talk about the guy with the dolls, and he's got a following. You
Oh
talk
my
about somebody else that got a following. Now, being that I'm known for wearing I'm the toughest man to wear a dress, what happens if I come on and I start advertising on YouTube and I start appearing in a dress and having a talk about lifestyles and maintenance for a man and what should be
I would
due, what's
ridicule
proper
you.
and what's not?
I would
depends.
ridicule you, but still fuck with you because you're Vito and you're a boy. But I would ridicule the shit out of you. Like, expect getting made fun of and, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I do it in the way boys do it. Like, I
Wait,
wouldn't do it
right.
maliciously
Well-
and to, like, be venomous.
What would you be
Well,
talking
would it
about?
be
Man grooming?
entertaining?
I might be interested in this.
Well, the thing is like this. Vito, you're not understanding the whole circumstance because this is the guy that will send out letters to people that make
Cease
fun
and
of him.
desist letters
that make fun of him. But he will sit there and fucking trash WWE superstars over and over again about their personal lives. But when somebody does it to him, he sends letters from his lawyer, which is fucking nuts. You could comment about Sasha Banks or this person's
No, but
nude.
with this dummy, first of all, they're fake letters because
well, whatever.
he's in the public eye.
How does
Anyone
he
who
know
does,
what goes on in these people's lives anyway?
it doesn't matter. But anyone
guy's
who's
an asshole.
commenting on what he's doing is allowed to. Just like anyone who comments on what we're doing, you're allowed to. You know why? We put it in the public eye.
Yes.
That's all there is to it. So his letters are fake. He maybe knows someone who's a fucking lawyer and had his letter sent out to fucking whoever he sent them to. But it's a cunt move.
Vito,
Whatever.
if you wanted to come out publicly and address every fucking show and that's your shtick, that's your fucking thing. Whatever.
Right now,
after a
would it
while,
get ratings?
after a
Probably.
while-
Would it interest in the news?
yes, after a while, our insults are going to mean nothing. They're going to be stupid, and we're going to look
And
like
we're
the
gonna end up
assholes.
stopping because they're just not gonna land anymore eventually. But if you don't react to them, we're just
Yeah.
gonna be like, then why are we doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's Vito.
Yeah. Here's Vito in a dress. Whatever. It's
Yeah.
it's the norm now.
All right. What do you have
It's
for
the
lunch
norm.
today?
Yeah. This is the normal thing now. All right.
Did you guys say something?
We're gonna get out of here, but I want everyone to do one thing. All right. We're all gonna go around, including you, Vito, because I know you have
Okay.
one. Starting with you.
Good.
Do your best, Macho Man.
Fuck.
Get
He
ready for
doesn't.
you.
You gonna stand up?
My best macho man.
Into the mic, though.
You
Are
want,
you
you
gonna
want me
elbow
not
drop
to
off
do
the
this?
couch?
I'm gonna look like a fucking asshole,
Yeah,
but
we
at least I'm
all
gonna
are.
try.
We all are. But everyone's got a Macho Man impression. Oh, my God. So I want to hear everyone's Macho Man.
That'd be the last one.
Ooh, yeah, Hulk Hogan. I told you many, many times before. Come up with that elbow drop. I'm the cream of the crop. The cream always rises
Yeah, you
to
got
the
cream,
top.
all right.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage.
You did it. Vito, you got one for us?
The cream of the crop rises to the top. Oh yes, the Macho Man.
There we
Brother,
go.
brother.
Love it. Johnny.
Hogan,
Oh,
you got lust in your eyes. Yeah, can you dig it? Snap into it. And go fuck yourself.
Love it. Johnny.
Stop interrupting people. Let them fucking do their shit.
I thought he was stopping. I'm sorry. That's my bad. Sorry.
Okay.
I was
Johnny.
going to say like 2 things. I don't know.
Johnny,
you were gonna-
kick the fucking chair out and do the
Go ahead,
fucking
come on.
impression.
Get into it, bro.
Seriously.
Can you go first?
No,
for it.
yeah, save the best for last. You know how that goes.
Oh, man. What is he? Oh, wait.
Ooh, yes. Come on. Dig it. You know.
Ooh, yeah. Dig it. Snap into a Slim Jim.
All right.
All right, guys. Super Ugly Show, episode 106. Thank you, guys.
Are you going to do it?
See you next Tuesday. Check out Big Vito Brand. Check out Spilling the Teen Mom Tea. I think I got it right that time.
Got it right.
Vito's lovely wife doing her Teen Mom podcast. Go check out Russo's Family Brand on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yes.
And we will see you
Keep him
next
on.
Tuesday.
Keep him on when you hang up.
Ooh, yeah. You dig it?
Keep him on when you hang up.
You're
Yeah.
a pussy.
That's all you get.
You are such a little
Keep him on.
bitch.
Shut it off.
I am telling you right now, you are the biggest little bitch. You can't do the fucking impression. Do a
just
Hogan
did.
impression.
I just did.
Do a Hogan one.
Have a great night, everyone. I love
Keep-
you guys.
keep
Super
him on.
Ugly
Rocky,
Show.
you-
See you next Tuesday.
Rocky, you fucking fag.